Lots of snappy ball movement in this one. These teams have incredibly strong passing games.
Yes, they do, BA. Some great basketball minds on both teams who can just pick you apart with their playmaking. I'm sure they won't make it easy on each other.
A look at the 76ers starting group. James Harden out there with Maxey. Then there's P.J. Tucker. Then it's Dwayne Dedmon. And it's Embiid in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And the 76ers with possession. Harden with it, guarded by Morant. Back to Harden. And Harden gets the double team. Pass to Tucker. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Embiid. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Wow, the vision of P.J. Tucker made that play possible.
Outside Morant. And just about a minute into this first quarter. Payne against Maxey. And it's Morant off the drive. Morant with the slam!
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
A unique talent. Ja Morant has taken the NBA by storm. Grant, does Ja remind you of anyone?
Well, many people, including Paul George, have compared Ja to a young D. Rose. Yet each explosive athletes at the one position. Both Ja and Rose leading their teams at a young age as well.
That free throw no good. In 2013, Steven Adams was selected 12th overall by OKC. The first rounder born in New Zealand.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, Adams is blazing a new trail. An example for kids in his home island of New Zealand. You, too, can become an NBA player. When you're trying to stop a guy like this, you have to match his intensity level.
Morant, the pass to Adams. And it's blocked by Dedmon.
The 7'4" wingspan of Dedmon, hard to get your shot over that.
Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Outside Harden, out left to the wing. Over to the wing, here's the 3, sinks the tray.
That is where P.J. Tucker makes his money, the corner. He is so comfortable there.
And then Morant with the dunk.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee!
And Ja Morant with the 3. Morant's got 7.
I love the competitive fire Ja Morant plays with, coming right back with his own 3.
Three-pointer Embiid. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Brooks, the pass to Payne. And he commits the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Pass to Jackson from the arc. And it's blocked by Dedmon. Out of bounds as Memphis keeps possession. And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
We've got 1:55 left in the first quarter.
In the 2021-22 season, we saw Ja Morant go from a star to a bona fide superstar, averaging over 27 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds.
And he makes the first, but misses the second.
The upside Ja Morant has is exciting. An explosive young talent with an outstanding work ethic.
Maxey passes to Harden. Screen by Embiid. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For 3, Maxey. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Well, Smitty with Morant. His ascension into superstardom was quicker than expected.
BA, before he tweaks his knee, he was in the top 5 for the MVP race. putting himself among the league's elite at the age of 22. And with his passion, he's only going to get better.
Now here's Maxey. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
The playmaking of Harden just continues to evolve. He's so crafty with his passes.
The drive by Bane. Lets the three fly. And it's Brooks missing. Philadelphia's gone 4 for 4 so far from three-point land. Impressive. Pass to Dedmon. 46 seconds left in the opening quarter. And he buries his first look.
Way to attack the interior. Dedmon really understands what the team needs from him.
All right, now a timeout called by Memphis. Memphis has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. Morant, the pass to Bane. "32 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And it's blocked by Embiid.
We see it time and time again. Embiid relishes his role as an intimidator.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's on Desmond Bane.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
He's off on the second. Memphis trailing here. The three from Bane. The rebound by Maxey. Outside Harden. From deep. They get it back. Goes back up. No good at the rim. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers finishing the quarter with an 8-point. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And looking at what we've seen from the Sixers, what do you guys think?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
Reason why: excellent spacing. They may not stay this hot all game, but hard to bet against them.
And the 76ers, looking at who they've got. Tobias Harris out there with George Niang. Then there's Shake Milton. Then it's Montrezl Harrell. And it's Melton in at the 2-guard spot.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
The Grizzlies shooting the ball at around 42% for the game.
If you look back to the Grizzlies postseason last year, there's one thing to remember. For most of their core guys, that was only their second trip to the playoffs.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. James Harden, with plenty of confidence, said not to brag or anything, but I'm really good at this game. I'm unselfish. I play the right way. I don't try to do anything I can't do or that doesn't benefit our team. And that mindset keeps me in a good place. DA?
Very self-assured, Allie. Thank you. Well, for that very young Grizzlies team, I'm thinking that playoff experience last year was invaluable, Smitty.
BA, no question. For every playoff game a young player gets under his belt, the more prepared he is for the next playoff run.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
All right, now a timeout called by Memphis. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Williams is checked in. And so it's Memphis with it. It's a 14-point game. Tillman with a screen. Here's Jones. It's wide right, hits off the rim.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Here's Harrell. Banked it in off the glass. Harrell's got 6 points in the quarter.
It's been an outstanding performance for them in just about every area.
Especially considering it's on the road in front of a tough crowd. They've been able to block out the distractions.
Here's Tillman. Williams from long range. Knocks down the long J. Williams has gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. For Philadelphia, they've gotten off to a perfect 4-for-4 start of the second. Outside Milton. And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyus Jones. That's his first foul of the game. Well, teams are always hunting mismatches. Grant, I'll put it to you here. You prefer a speed advantage or a size advantage over your defender?
But, B.A., it's all about the mismatches. And going back to when I was young and actually had some speed, it was great to be able to have both, depending upon who you went against. If a smaller player guarded you, use your size to shoot right over them. And if a bigger defender was on you, then yes, use your speed to turn the corner and get to the rim. So it depended upon who was guarding you.
And it's a completely new group for the 76ers.
It is so difficult to guard Harden on the drive. Tremendous finishing at the hoop, but he's also elite at drawing fouls.
And it's Morant missing.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the results.
Here's Tucker. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter.
And the improvement of Tyrese Maxey's three-point shot from his first season to second year, just unprecedented. He improved by over 12% with a huge increase in attempts as well.
And for a player with the speed and quickness of Maxey, Grant, leveling up that three-point shot changes everything for him.
Oh, so true, B.A. It becomes pick your poison with him. And it put him in a conversation last year for most improved player. And last season's scoring champion, Joel Embiid, the first center to lead the league in scoring since Big Shaq way back in the 2000 season.
Brooks from outside doesn't go for him. And it's Philadelphia the other way. 1:41 left in the second. Embiid passes to Dedmon. Now Harden. The crossover. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
In just one college year, Jaren Jackson averaged 3 blocks a game. He has that potential at this level.
And the call will be against James Harden. That'll be a second foul of the game. And Joel Embiid, last season, the first center to average over 30 a game since Moses Malone did it back in 1982, Grant.
Oh, B.A., talk about historic company. And how about this? Also the first ever international player to lead the NBA in scoring, too. I mean, he won't be the last with the way things are.
Talented, driven, he puts constant pressure on your defense.
Brooks against Harden. Pass to Embiid. Oh, and a dunk by Embiid.
Woo, that was big time. I mean, a dunk contest finish from Embiid. This guy can fly.
Morant unable to get that one. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Here's Embiid outside for Harden. Back to Embiid. 6 to shoot. On the wing, Harden. Late clock, the Sixers need to put one up here. And Tucker gets it to go.
Offensively, Tucker's role is a spot-up jump shooter.
Stolen by Harden. To the right side. Outside Tucker. Embiid, a screen on Morant. On the wing, Harden. A clear look for Embiid. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Harden's got his 4th assist with that last one.
Though he does have a scorer's...
Thanks very much, Allie.
Your Grizzlies, 21. The 76ers, 42.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the 5. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Taylor Jenkins.
A fun-loving player on and off the court, Embiid continues to get better. One of the league's top big men.
Well, whenever you bring up the 76ers, you instantly think of Joel Embiid.
Oh, no question. He's the face of this franchise. Embiid is as good as anyone in the league. Off the floor, Joel is willing to take the blame when things don't go right. That's who you want as a leader.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Brian, Sixers head coach Doc Rivers earned the nickname Doc back in college for wearing a t-shirt with Julius Erving on it. In the NBA, he said, quote, "The first game I started was against the Sixers. I went over and said, Dr. J, how are you?" And he said, "Doc, how are you?" I said, no, I'm Glenn." But he said, "No, you're Doc." And that made me feel like $1 million, guys.
All right, thanks, Allie.
Tough to miss that man. Desmond Bane read the defense perfectly.
Outside Harden. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 6. Dedmon a screen. Shoots it from the high post. That one doesn't drop. Good work defensively by Brooks. The Grizzlies shooting only 42%. Outside Harden. Just over 1.5 minutes played in the third. Embiid inside, hounded by Morant. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
I like watching Embiid attack on the inside, using his size and soft touch to capitalize.
Blocking foul call on James Harden. His third personal foul. First team foul.
And it's a completely new group for the 76ers. Two minutes into the second half of play now. Jackson, the pass to Adams. And it's slammed in by Adams.
I like that find by Jackson. Young bigs who can see the whole floor. You don't come across them that often.
And Philadelphia calls time here. And the 76ers will have a different look here. Embiid, he's checked in for Harrell. Dedmon comes in for Niang. Tucker's checked in for Harris. And it's Tyrese Maxey in for Milton. Pass to Embiid. This one for 3. And yes, it's good. He's 7 for 8 now.
Yeah, a real versatile big man with multiple sweet spots out on the floor. Embiid is definitely on a roll.
Morant with the slam!
Man, oh man, one of the more advanced ball handlers we've ever seen at his age. Ja Morant has people on skates.
Embiid from outside. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Morant with the bucket.
And what a night for Ja Morant, showing off that versatility, and he's relentless at the offensive end.
Pass to Embiid. Melton outside. Left side Tucker, beyond the arc. Grizzlies with the rebound. 1:36 left in the third quarter of the game. Count it.
Tough to shadow Morant, explosive off the dribble, but at the same time, can stop on a dime.
You know, in the past several seasons, there's been one constant with the 76ers. They're going to be among the best defensive teams in the league.
And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul of the game. So Memphis ends up going with a new group. The 76ers also with a sub. Harris is checked in. Here's Embiid. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. Williams is checked in for Memphis. The Sixers' identity really does center around their defense.
It's so true, B.A., and they've done a great job playing to their strengths. That's the key for any contending team. Maximize your players' talents. Philly has done that as well as anybody.
For Memphis, they've gotten all 6 of their shots to fall. Talk about a perfect start to the half. Pass to Aldama. Outside, Williams. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And with the Memphis Grizzlies, Smitty, they felt like an underdog for as long as they've been around.
This seems to fuel each and every guy that plays here. BA, they want to prove the doubters wrong. It's something that has really brought this group together.
And you can tell how much these fans here in Memphis love their Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, BA, ever since they moved here in 2001, these fans have been so loyal, and the players are also enjoy playing here. Memphis is a fun-loving city with great barbecue and a lot of character. They are unconscious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answer.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Pass to Tillman. The three is up. And Milton pulls it down. Jumps up. And Harrell throws it down.
In transition, Harold gets a handful of points every game strictly by out-hustling his opponent.
Now here's Jones. Here's Tillman. At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. This one may have already been decided. Sixers ahead. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
You know, it takes good vision and it takes good decision making right there. He showed both, and he did so at a very high level.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first three quarters. Taking a look at the 76ers. We've got Tobias Harris. Montrezl Harrell is out there with George Niang. Then there's Shake Milton, and it's Melton in at the 2. Melton on the wing. Second chance shot. And the layup is up and in.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Here's Aldama. Nails the baby hook.
Nice find by Luke. Shows good vision in both half court and in transition.
Milton passes to Harris. The shot, no good. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Williams passes to Kennard, and Harrell comes to help. Back to Williams. Here's Aldama. And there is a whistle. That goes on Tobias Harris. That's his first foul of the game. Both teams will make substitutions.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Morant. Brooks outside. Outside for Morant. Clock at 4. Driving in. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
What an athlete this guy is. Ja Morant is talented at staying in control.
Harden, the pass to Harrell. Harden against Brooks. And then Harden with the jam.
Check it out. Harden putting on a show, throwing down an acrobatic dunk.
Left side Bane. From deep, Morant. Oh, that was pure. He's got another one. Now 10 for 12.
His three-point mechanics have been flawless. Get him a clean look from deep, and he'll bury it.
Time called here. The 76ers decide to talk it over. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Joel Embiid.
Think about this. He has owned this game from start to finish. Wow, so impressive. The defense literally looked helpless trying to stop him out there. He has been far and away the best player on the court, and it's not close.
Boy, it's not hard to be blown away by his level of play. It's never easy winning on the road, but to do it in this fashion, that's a special performance right there. And that one's good for Brooks.
They're improving, but still find themselves behind.
Very nice stretch from them, but the reason why they're not into this game, they have to get some stops.
Back to Harden. Pass to Maxey. Tucker with the ball. Launches a three. Nails it from three.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
On the wing, Bain. 4-3. On target from range.
When you need to get 3 points right back, Desmond's the man you want on the job.
Brooks against Harden. Here's Embiid. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Harden's got his 5th assist in this one.
And trying to put the game away, he's been nails all evening.
And he's doing it by getting to his spots and making big shots.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. Embiid. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. Embiid's got 16 points here in the second half.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the 76ers.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And as it was happening, wow! Crazy good!
A guy who can lull you to sleep and then burst right past you. Ja Morant on the attack.
Pass to Dedmon. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Excellent effort on the road. They've literally sucked the energy out of this arena.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
Memphis has gone 7 for 17 from 3-point range so far in this matchup. Now Morant, 3-pointer. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. 3-pointer, Harden. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Here's Bain. And it's good. 2 points.
Solid work inside from Desmond Bain. He doesn't lack confidence attacking down there.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Embiid gets the double team. Dedmon inside. Brooks defending. Dedmon, good.
He was able to simply lay it in over the top of the smaller man.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. And it's all from 3-point range. Here's Tucker. Misses the jumper. So no problem for Philadelphia as they get the win. Allie, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill, Steve.
Goal. 6-3.
And Greg, you were talking about this. Were you appreciate about this matchup, though? The team first mindset on both sides.
Very unselfish, and we're going to see guys moving the ball. And Kevin, they play for one another. That's why these clubs rack up so many assists.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's man in at the 1 spot. And that one's good, Leonard.
Quick rise and quick fire from the mid-range. This is automatic stuff from Kawhi Leonard.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Right side Bane. Outside Jackson. It's stolen by Morris. A 3 from Leonard. Trains the three-pointer. Leonard's got 5.
Well, the defender leaning just a little. Kawhi recognizes it, pulls up for the easy one.
Amazing the way Kawhi Leonard has evolved throughout his career.
Well, in the early part of his career playing in San Antonio, defense was his calling card. You could even argue that his offense has gotten better than his defense, which is simply remarkable. One of the top all-around players in the NBA. Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him, and that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. The 15-footer. Zubac finds Morris. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And I like the different looks that Morris can give you inside, outside, and in transition.
There's the pass to Jackson. And he banks in the layup.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable. I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
A point who knows his role. Ja loves setting guys up, always looking to pass it.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, a bit ago, Taylor Jenkins and I were able to chat. He told me they have to lean on their post game tonight. He wants them to get the ball into the block each time down the floor and pound those guys inside. Sounds like this could be a real physical battle, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Knocks down the 3-ball.
And this is something Morant must keep working on. When he's dialed in from distance, this offense is at a whole nother level.
Now here's Leonard. He's got 5. Man passes to Leonard. No good again that time.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year.
And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Trailing by 2. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Leonard's got 8.
Man, to think that he was going to be capable of those kind of shots when he first came into the league, even from way downtown. Love the confidence from Kawhi.
Here's Morant. Look at that.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
And that one's good, Leonard.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Morant. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Pass to George. Out to Morris. Outside, George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Down low. And he jams it with authority.
Now catching the lead pass at full speed, terrific anticipation, and the delivery on time, on target.
Leonard from deep, three-point land. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
You give him a nice pass, there's a good chance Kawhi Leonard's going to bury a shot like that.
Here's Bain. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. And so it's Los Angeles with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. From beyond the arc, they've been absolutely... And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. They've got Plumlee, Russell Westbrook out there with Gordon. Then it's Robert Covington, and it's Batum in at the 4-man position. And you hear the legends, Brent, talk shop. So often, it's about what separates winning players from the guys that don't win as much. What comes to mind for you?
I think what comes to mind, Kevin, is expectation. And sometimes we get a little bit ahead of ourselves with guys who we want to anoint as the next great player. Look, sometimes it takes 3 or 4 chances at the highest level to finally reach that point where you have the confidence and the experience and the know-how to be one of the best players in the league, and who compliments you along the way. So to me, it comes with a great deal of patience to let that player achieve that level of success.
The Grizzlies trail by 4. Outside, Jones. Covington with the steal. Westbrook with it. Jones covering. Westbrook kicks to Covington. And the dunk by Covington.
Those feel so good. Covington up there for a slam dunk.
Now we know Kennard can shoot, but Brent, he has moved up a level.
Well, Luke Kennard ended the season with the highest three-point percentage in the league, right around 45%. But there is more to his game. If you overplay him, he can drive it. He's a better playmaker than you might imagine. Makes him a really tough matchup.
Here's Batum, and Nicholas Batum with the slam.
And this is how you become a triple-double machine like Russell. You get the ball to the easy open shot.
Pass to Aldama. Back to Williams. Lets it go from deep. The shot, no good. Clippers leading by 8. And the foul called on Tyus Jones. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Westbrook. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Morant with it. Westbrook picks him up. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. The turnaround J. That one off the back iron and out. The Grizzlies trail by 10. Jackson finds Bain. Jackson setting the pick here for Bain. Brooks with no one around. It's good from long range. Brooks has got his second bucket of the night.
He doesn't take a lot of time to make up his mind. Brooks always thinking ahead
and he's in position before the pass is made.
George dishes to Leonard. And the rejection by Jackson. It's Brooks on the wing. No good there. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's George. Rebounded by Jackson. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. 7-point differential.
Part of the lean years in Los Angeles, I was there, unfortunately. It's incredible to see that this franchise has become a better winning percentage team than the Lakers in the past decade. And you have to prevent him from getting to the paint, unless you want to see a highlight.
Here's George. Zubac trying to break loose. And that one's good, George. George has got his first bucket of the night. And Brent, that Clippers turnaround, did you see that coming?
I mean, not in this way, Kevin. Certainly it's been a lot of outside factors that have gotten the Clippers to this point. But with the ownership and the enthusiasm behind what the owner brings to the table and wanting to make this team viable, they're in position to make some great noise if they find their health. So healthy for the league to have two teams in LA that can be this good.
Leonard against Jackson, and Leonard gets it to go.
Already such a complete offensive player, yet every year Kawhi Leonard develops his handle just a little bit more.
Here's Morant. Passes it to Jackson. Back to Bain. Morant outside. 5 to shoot. Morris with the rebound. Clippers leading by 7. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Here's Zubac. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. The pass to Leonard. Kicks to George. Leonard sets a screen for George. Oh, Leonard in position.
A terrific defender, and Jackson, one of those guys with great timing when he goes for the shot block and not afraid to send a message as well.
Leonard, the pass to Zubac. Outside Leonard. It could go, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. Thanks so much, David.
The Grizzlies, 26. The Clippers, 33.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Brooks in at the small forward. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half. Jackson from long range. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Now you settle in and you watch the show coming from Kawhi as he's filling it up and doing it in a lot of ways.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
Such a wide open look. Morant's got 14.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Outside Leonard. Pass to Zubac. With the drive. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, GA, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin, but give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
Outside Leonard. Outside for George. Morant with the steal. And it's Paul George with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Morant passes to Bain. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Pass to man. Back to George. Jacks up a three. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Jackson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in it.
Well, Greg, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
And it's sent back by Leonard.
And that's what you expect from one of the greatest defenders maybe this league has ever seen. Great play by Kawhi that time.
And Morris throws it down.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that. He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Outside, George. And it's Paul George with the finish.
Well, not only looking at Paul George get up, look at the guys on the bench loving it from PG.
Morant kicks to Jackson. 1:19 left here in the third quarter. Here's Adams into the lane. And he gets the whistle. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different...
The previous play is under review.
A lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which the...
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
Times, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Grant, rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Leonard attacking. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Here's George. Here's Zubac, the second chance effort, and he lays it up and in. Zubac has got the lead up to 10 now for the Clippers.
There he is, beasting on the glass, converting the opportunity, trying to put this game away.
I just don't see how you climb back into the game when you're allowing plays like that to happen. Extra work on the offensive glass.
And he's proven he can make this shot. Jackson, the D has to respect his range better than that.
Takes it out to Leonard. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Launches it. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 7 rebounds in the game.
Walking foul call. Second personal foul. second team foul.
So both teams changing it up here. There's 10 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Kennard kicks to Jones. Passes to Tillman. Kennard for three. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Los Angeles heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. They've got Batum. Gordon out there with Russell Westbrook. Then there's Plumlee, and it's Covington in at the three, the small forward.
And if the defense is going to shut down one thing with Kennard, I'd start with the three-point shooting.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows, and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the
previous play is under
different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
It really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
And that one drops. Westbrook's got 6 in the quarter.
What a fantastic play by Russell as he gets up in the air. That is just not your average 2 points.
Now the pass to Concho. And again, it's Memphis with the three.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball game.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
Oh, yeah, his teammates love that one. I'm sure he's going to hear about it when he gets to the huddle.
Morris outside. The feed to George. This one for three. Drains the three-pointer. And now it's a 10-point Los Angeles lead.
That consistency from Paul George is staggering. Not a guy you can give looks like that to.
Out to Morant. On the wing, Brooks. Back to Morant. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Adams. The shot, no good. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. George finds Leonard. Back to George. Lots of room. That ball. Nice feed that time from Leonard. George has got the lead up to 12 now for the Clippers. In the corner, it's Bain. Pass to Jackson. Feeds it to Adams. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. And the wide open shot for Morris. And another three for the Clippers.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
Back to Brooks. Morant with a wide open look. Oh, good on the triple.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by Los Angeles.
Leonard attacking, and then Leonard with the dunk.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Sweet move and block. That one goes careening off the glass.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Clippers.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Leonard.
Oh, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
54 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Cans it from downtown.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Jackson misses.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. That's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
Brooks against Leonard. Morant outside. To halt the run, and then Morant slams it in.
Just superior focus from Morant. His determination is what allows him to convert through contact.
17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. George passes to Morris. Back to George. Here's Mann. And George now top of the key. And it's George finishing it off.
Paul George taking it all the way up for the dunk.
From 20 feet out. No good. So the Clippers winning this one easily. David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Brett Berry, and David Aldridge.
teams is pretty exceptional. We could see a lot of variations in the lineups out there tonight, Doris.
Yeah, I think that's the luxury of having a quality bench and some versatility. Now, if you're a head coach, you have the opportunity to tinker, mix and match lineups, see what works best, and go from there.
Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard at the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's man in at point guard. Edmond, the pass to Embiid. Paul George pulls down the board.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
And the jam by George.
That is Paul George, the incredible vertical and the unbelievable creativity.
Outside Harden.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And so here is Philadelphia. Embiid passes to Dedmon. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all. And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Harden against Leonard. Inside. Here's Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk.
This is where James Harden's ability to quickly scan the floor and then find the right window to deliver the pass. So good, so good.
Here's man. George passes to Leonard. Offline with a three.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Harden's shot is good.
That's just perfect execution. Nice job hustling, and as a result, he gets rewarded with the bucket.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
With the drive. The kick out to Morris. From downtown. Not going to go that time. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Oh, Morris with a steal. And there's the foul. It's on Joel Embiid. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Zubats with a screen on Harden. The drive by man. Here's Zubats. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Oh, what a pretty pass. Throw to the open spot. Lead your teammate perfectly.
The Sixers trailing. Outside Harden. Tucker finds Dedmon. He takes it in. And slam dunk by Tucker.
The ability to create shots off the dribble. This may be his area of greatest improvement. Tucker's worked on that.
George's shot is off.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful. Boy, when we talk about those elite two-way threats, Paul George's name is certainly high on everyone's list.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Now here's Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk.
It's all about getting ideal positioning. Once Embiid gets it, the D is toast.
They double team George. Pass to man. George against Maxey. And George with the jam.
The reverse slam, that was sweet.
Ah, the finesse on full display. We know how dominant George can be on both ends of the floor, Doris.
Well, consider he's a great scorer, a three-level scorer, and then he's able to guard perimeter and post players. That combination of size, length, athleticism, he continues to be a major threat in this league.
Here's George. There's 1:12 left to play in the first quarter. Leonard on the wing. George against Maxey. And the jam by George.
Well, Paul George has got a tight handle, right? The zig, the zag, and his way through the porous defense.
Leonard against Harden. 46 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Tucker. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to go on Paul George.
Yeah, just love the activity, a fireball of energy. Tucker earning himself a trip to the stripe.
And he sinks the second. George with it. He has 6. And he lays it up and in. George has got 8.
Well, superstars understand the contact is part of the game. Paul George willing to play through it.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Out to the right wing. That's good from Embiid on the assist by Harden.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Out of bounds. It'll be Philadelphia's ball. There's 14 seconds left in the first. Down low. Left side, Tucker. 4 seconds left. And so it looks like it'll be Philadelphia ball.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Here's Niang, and he goes in for the dunk.
We're beginning to see this more and more from Harris, just taking what the defense allows, and that time finding the wide open man.
And that concludes a high-scoring. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. All right, guys, what's your take on the Sixers so far?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
We've got Shake Milton, Tobias Harris out there with George Niang. Then it's Montrezl Harrell, and it's Melton in at the shooting guard. That's the group for Philadelphia to kick off the second quarter. The Clippers trail. Westbrook left side for 3. Covington. Batum right side. Second shot opportunity.
One of the things I admire most about Nick Batum is how consistently he gives effort through 48 minutes. Plays with his head in the game and giving his all-out effort every play.
And nowadays, switchable defenders are in demand. But we see smaller guards like Chris Paul, Kyle Lowry, Fred VanVleet, Doris. These are very capable defenders.
They are, B.A. They also happen to be very prideful competitors. So undersized guards take offense when you try to post them up. And the players you just mentioned, IQ, toughness, and heart, they all enter the equation.
Now here's Gordon. Batum, the pass to Gordon. The rebound by Melton. The 76ers have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. High post Harrell. Harris right side to the middle. Here's Milton. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Now here's Plumlee.
76ers foul. George Niang. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Covington passes to Batum. Back to Covington. Fires for 3. He can't get it to go. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Pass to Milton. Harris down low, pounded by Westbrook. And that one's good. And now a 4-point Philadelphia lead.
In so many ways, Harris can beat you. He has the size and skill to score from all 3 levels.
Now here's Milton from outside the arc. And the shot's off. 1 for 2 in this one. To the paint. Here's Batum. Oh, now that's how you finish a break. Throw it down with force.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
And you oftentimes hear about players at peace with their game. Well, that is Eric Gordon, a knockdown shooter with physicality. Plenty of room for that in today's NBA.
Milton with a steal. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
In the early goings, their effort level has been exceptional. They're speeding around the defense and opening up options with good penetration.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
Now here's Harris. Here's Niang. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And Gordon, the 7th pick back in 2008, Grant. Never quite an all-star, but he's been an impact player at times in his career.
Well, you know, I mean, he's been a key contributor to some quality teams. And when his shot gets going, you can be in trouble.
And it's a completely new group for the Clippers.
Boy, to think back in college, the three-point shot was a real struggle for Kawhi Leonard. Now it's become a strength.
Pass to Melton from behind the arc. Sinks it from distance. Melton's got his first 3 points of the game.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Philadelphia has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Paul George has certainly endured his share of criticism in the past, but he said, quote, "I can't worry about that. It comes with the job. I am who I am. They can judge me on what they want. I'm going to go out there and hoop and give it everything I've got." And guys, he brings a lot to the table.
No question. He is elite, Allie. Thank you. Now here's Milton. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Niang, no good. For Los Angeles, they've got 2 of 7 attempts to drop since the end of the first quarter. Zubac passes to Morris. Leonard on the wing, covered by Milton. Pass to Mann, takes a 3. It's hauled in by the Sixers.
He had more than enough room to hit that, just couldn't make it happen.
Milton passes to Harris. Now Melton. Clock at 6. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Leonard. Here's George. And the jam by George.
You allow Paul George loose in fast break situations. He's an absolute force in the open floor.
To the inside. Here's Harold. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard.
Might be a good idea to run the clock. Hold it for the last shot.
It's all about patience right here. Patience and execution. Get a good look.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. We've got 13 seconds left in the first half of basketball. 6 to shoot. Here's George. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to be on Dwayne Dedmon. The free throw is off from George.
What we know about Paul George is he has proven to be an elite force on both ends. He can be a lockdown defender, and boy, can he get...
All right, good stuff, Allie. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. Paul George has been sensational.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
And one of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court, and it's man in at the point.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
The Clippers trail. George drives in, pass to Zubats. Here's man, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Woo-wee! What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Kicks it to George for the lead. No luck on that one, and it's Philadelphia the other way. Left side Maxey. Outside Tucker. Outside for Harden. Takes the three. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubats has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Nice shot by George.
How about the range? I mean, that's big-time, limitless range. I'll tell you, you better check him when he steps over the line.
Harden against Leonard. Oh, big finish!
Oh, did you see that?
Wow, James Harden putting a little sauce in the finish. Nicely done.
Leonard on the take. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down. Incredible game. This lead has been exchanged 8 times.
Tremendous show of will and resilience on both sides.
It has to be interesting when you're bringing the ball up the court and Kawhi Leonard is the guy coming to meet you. This guy is the embodiment of an elite defender.
It's rebounded by Zubats. The Clippers have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. Soft touch off the glass. Now it's a 3-point Los Angeles lead.
Kawhi Leonard able to navigate his way to the cup off the bounce. Yes, sir.
Leonard really has shown very few cracks in his defensive game over the years, Doris.
B.A., I think it's a combination of things. Certainly the physical attributes. He's really long. He's got unbelievable lateral quickness. His defensive instincts and IQ are just off the charts. This guy is as disruptive a defensive force as we have seen.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Morris outside. Back to man. And the Clippers again with a bucket.
Since the break, it feels like an entirely new game.
What energy we're seeing. Something has lit a fire under both of these teams.
Harden, the pass to Embiid. It's rebounded by Morris.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected and great timing on the contest.
Man, off the mark there with a 3. The 76ers have gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. Harden against George. Harden, the pass to Embiid. Good on the bucket. Embiid's got 8 points.
I'll tell you, I wouldn't want to be the guy who has to guard Embiid. I mean, you can body him up, get physical with him, and he still finds a way to score.
Here's George. And he gets it to go. He's 8 of 11 now.
Nice move to get inside and create a good look for himself.
Philadelphia has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. The drive by Harden. Dedmon inside. He's working on Morris. Dedmon, no good. Los Angeles has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. And the jam by George.
Well, Paul George's been cooking all night. The defense has nothing for him right now.
The 76ers have gotten 6 of 11 attempts to fall so far in the third. To the right side. Here's Embiid. Gets the bucket and the foul. It's going to be on Ivica Zubats.
And for them to get out in front, it feels like they're going to need him to lead the way.
And the 76ers will have a different look here. Niang, he's checked in for Dedmon. Tobias Harris comes in for Tucker. Melton, he's checked in for Maxey. And Milton subbed in for James Harden. Westbrook left side. Pass to Gordon. From deep three-point range. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Harris passes to Embiid. Gordon with a steal. For three, Westbrook. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Shake Milton out there with DeAnthony Melton. Then it's Montrezl Harrell. Then there's Tobias Harris. And it's Niang in at the 4. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Milton finds Harris. Here's Melton. Pass to Harrell. Shot clock at 5. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
We got to see that one again. That block was all-out effort.
What a powerful rejection. He's not wanting them to get an advantage in this competitive game.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Harrell. The Clippers in the lead. Here's Batum. And here's Gordon to the middle. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
This continues to be a battle. The lead is within reach.
Yeah, but that's been elusive. They've missed a few plays along the way that they'd love to have back.
Milton for 3. Oh my, came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws. It goes on Mason Plumlee. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Los Angeles?
Well, the defense looks helpless trying to contain them in the open floor, and they've continued to exploit this advantage.
I think it's also important we have to acknowledge how many scoring opportunities they've created from their spectacular defense, getting a bunch of points off turnovers.
Here's Mann driving inside. Back to Morris. 5 to shoot. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
Well, at 6'9" with good athleticism, dunking not a problem for Mr. Morris. Give him some space, and he makes you pay.
Pass to Tucker. Inside, and here's Dedmon. And Morris over to help. Time called here. The 76ers decide to talk it over.
Well, a late second-round pick in 2019 out of Florida State. Terrence Mann has proven to be a steal, and he's going to be in this league for a long, long time.
And the 76ers making a change here. Harden's checked in. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Doc Rivers as he talked with the team. He told them, we've got to protect the rim with everything we've got. If we cut down on their easy looks inside, we've got them. It might mean more room for their perimeter shooters, but that's a trade-off he's willing to risk. All right, back to you guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Shot clock at 3. Ooh, Morris with a steal. Leonard outside. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
There's just so much force that Kawhi plays with. It is what allows him to rise up and put it down with authority.
And Harden with the slam.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention? Oh.
George's shot is off. The Sixers trailing. And Maxey the bucket on the assist by Harden. Harden's got his 5th assist in this one. Pass to Leonard. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Back to George. Morris for 3. The rebound by Embiid.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
Harden, the pass to Dedmon. On the wing, Harden. Leonard defending. Harden drives in. Shots blocked. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. A minute 58 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. To take the lead. 4 on the clock. Here's Tucker. Good. And the assist to Embiid. And the 76ers lead by 2.
You know, we see this a lot from Tucker. He scores by overpowering the defender with his tremendous strength.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, BA.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Harden against Leonard. Harden, pass to Embiid. Back to Harden. Right wing. Dedmon finds Harden. Now Dedmon, guarded by Morris. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. Chance at a three-point opportunity here. One free throw coming up. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, BA.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Outside Tucker. Outside Maxey. Outside for Harden. And there's the drive.
Yes! Big-time shot, sending his teammates into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together, everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
And the jam by George.
That's what you expect from your leader. Paul George stays calm and doesn't get overwhelmed by the moment.
Harden against Leonard. Now here's Harden. Pass to Dedmon. Outside Harden. Screen by Embiid. So it'll be 2 free throws, and no surprise here. At this stage of the game, they're going to use the coach's challenge. Make them take another look at the call.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen
The previous plays
calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
First free throw is good, and that'll put him up 2.
James Harden's game lends itself perfectly to these late game situations. Now big-time chance at the free throw line.
What composure at the line, forcing your opponent to look for the three-pointer now.
George passes to Leonard. Oh, wow! A huge basket to tie the game!
Absolutely no fear. Kawhi Leonard welcomes these moments. He relishes these moments. Well, if you need a bucket, there's no guy you'd probably want more than James Harden doing his thing. Ball on the string, you need to score it, no problem.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. They're down by 3. 3 seconds left to play in the fourth. All right, guys, what's your take?
And a 3 would tie it up. If they have to make one extra pass to get a better shot, they probably have just enough time to do that.
So it's the 76ers taking the W in a close one. That was an incredible, thanks, Alec, great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight.
with these rosters. Both teams have lots of quality players and very deep benches.
And with the pace we see in games, it really helps to have more legs to run. Each of these coaches have a lot of options, so it'll be interesting to see how they play the matchups.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. And it's Adams in at the center, locking down the middle. Now, here is Harden. Back to Embiid. Clock at 4. That shot is off. Adams, some nice D. Bane with it. Dedmon's there. Back to Bane. The 3. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
Now here's Harden. The pass to Tucker. 76ers moving the ball around. Kicks it out to Harden. Shoots over Morant. Harden gets the bucket.
You know, it's hard to believe it, but a mid-range J from Harden, normally all we see is threes and attacks on the rim from him.
Well, James Harden's still a tremendous player, but now in his early 30s, some question, can he be the dominant MVP force we saw in Houston?
Good on the three-point shot.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
No coverage that time. And Greg, Harden in recent years dealing with hamstring injury. Has he lost a step to age or injury?
You know, probably a little of both, but we've seen players with a new diet or training regimen get back to peak production. Hopefully, he can as well. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Maxey. From downtown, Ja Morant grabs the rebound. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. Brooks outside. Dedmon with the block. To the left wing. Embiid inside the line. It's rebounded by Memphis. Bane looking around. Brooks kicks to Bane. He's looking for Embiid and finds him. Harden the pass to Embiid. Back to Harden. Maxey finds Harden. Back to Maxey. Pass to Dedmon. That shot off. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Memphis leading by 6. Morant passes to Bane. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
A point who knows his role. Ja loves setting guys up, always looking to pass it.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here. .127 left in the first quarter.
Hey, there's no denying the direction in Philly. They want to win now. The Sixers have an attitude coming from their front office that they want to get it done now, and I like seeing that.
Unloads from 13. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Memphis has gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first. Outside for Jackson. Back to Bane. And too much time in the lane, they get called for the 3-second violation. And for the 76ers organization, the expectation is, of course, Clark, a championship.
And that's where the expectation should be when you have a potential MVP in Joel Embiid. I mean, he's been an MVP candidate multiple seasons in a row. I think the Sixers should be thinking type.
A nice shot by Tucker.
Boy, Harden's got such a tremendous feel for the game and sees the whole court. He's a really slick creator.
And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Morant looking around. Driving in. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
Watching Morant drive is like watching lightning move across the sky. If you blink, you might miss it.
Here's Embiid. Count the basket.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Morant with it. Pass to Jackson. 11 feet away. It's Dedmon with the rebound.
Wow, I'm surprised. I thought that was definitely automatic.
And that's an intentional foul.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And Embiid drops them both.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
And Philadelphia calls time here. Up in time. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And to look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Grizzlies.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the 3-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
Shake Milton is out there with the Anthony Melton. Then there's Harris. Then it's Montrezl Harrell. And it's Niang in at the power forward. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, guys. Now, Tobias Harris has been the leading scorer on teams in the NBA, but on the Sixers, he understands his role is different. He says, I'm not a guy who's going to press for looks. The ball's going to flow how it flows, and I just got to be ready when the opportunity comes my way. That's what winning basketball is all about. Kevin?
David, thank you. Well, Clark, here's an interesting stat trend of the 2022 season. More shots are taken from 3-point range, but fewer makes on average per shot.
Yeah, the volume has gone up, but the makes have not. You know, more teams are launching triples, and more defenses, quite honestly, Kevin, are focused on challenging those shots. Not surprising to see the numbers trending in the direction you mentioned.
And now here comes Williams leading the break. Passes it to Aldama. Back to Williams. Lets it go with a 3. Rebound by Harrell. The 76ers trail by 3. Niang passes to Milton. Here's Niang. From down in the low post, it goes. Niang's got 4 this quarter.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defender.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. And the 76ers with a completely new group now. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Memphis has gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Well, Shake Milton, Clark, is 6'5". Has a 7-foot wingspan. I mean, that is insane size for a guard.
It sure is, Kevin. I mean, that's freakish length when you're only 6'5". And it allows Milton to guard positions 1 through 4. And I think that's critical in today's NBA with all of the switching we see defensively. So Shake's effort level helps him on defense as well. It's the wingspan and the want to that make him a versatile defender. Hey, Harden is seeking contact. He is hunting bodies when he drives. He's so good at just getting his body into the path of the defense.
Here's Bane. He has 5. The feed now to Jackson. And Embiid with the block.
Look at how well Embiid uses his size on defense there, swatting down the shot and doing it with authority.
He dishes it to Harden. Embiid with a screen on Morant. Harden kicks to Dedmon. Back to Harden. 6 on the shot clock. To the paint. Here's Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
At 7 feet tall and almost a 1/7 of a ton, that's a lot of force coming down on the 10 with Embiid. You know, using his size advantage there to rip down that board in traffic.
Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking.
Morant against Harden. He can't get that one to fall. And Adams has got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. They trail by 1. And there's the pass to Brooks. Offensive rebound. Back to Jackson. Pass to Morant. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. Back to Jackson. Goes back up. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Harden against Morant. Out left to the wing. Dedmon passes to Embiid. Harden right side. And the jam by Harden.
Guys, it's hard to shake Harden off his game. He's so strong and skilled. He keeps his balance right where he needs it.
And Morant throws it down.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Now here's Embiid. 6 points for him. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
There's 42 seconds left in the first half. Harrell, the pass to Niang. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Here's Milton. Following the basket by John Morant. 19 seconds left here in the second. Clock at 6. Pass to Harrell. It's stolen by Adams. Harris against Brooks. Jackson from long range. Drops in the tray. Jackson's got 9.
Oh, quick thinking from Jackson. When he's rising and firing fast, you know he's in the zone. That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No, thanks so much, Dave, for the great.
24. The Grizzlies, 28.
First half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Guys, John Morant has been sensational.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Brooks in at the 3 spot. And here's Morant. Pass to Bing. Back to Morant. 6 to shoot. Out to Brooks. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 4th assist in this one. Embiid the screen. Here's Harden. That shot misses. Now Memphis takes it the other way. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in him.
And Philadelphia calls time here. Here is Harden. He has 6. To the right side. And about a minute of action so far in the 3rd quarter. And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Personal foul. 2nd team foul.
Here's Harden. Shoots. They grab their own miss. Embiid.
And shooting against Adams, very challenging. He's an assertive defender who won't back off.
And here's Brooks from outside. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Offensive rebound. And with that shot, the Grizzly lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Joel Embiid.
More than likely, if there's a second chance bucket to be had, Embiid will get it. Makes him work even harder on the boards when he knows there's pay dirt at the end of it.
Man, they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Yeah, I agree with you. A big run taking place right now, and it looks to be the beginning of the end.
And Philadelphia calls time here. And so here is Philadelphia. It's a 10-point game. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thanks, guys. Now we see more and more top prospects bypass college or even leave high school early to make 6 figures playing for G League Ignite. For many years, going pro at such a young age was something we only saw abroad, but that reality is now here. Kevin?
I like it too, David. The landscape is shifting, and I think for the better. Thank you for the report.
Good challenge that time by Embiid, using all that length quite well.
Brooks gets to Adams. Embiid with the steal.
Great reflexes to get a hand on that pass and go the other way with it.
Here's Harden. Just under 2.5 minutes into the 3rd quarter now. And it's Desmond Bane with the foul. That's his 1st foul.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the stripe.
And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
And they double up Morant. Adams' shot is good.
And this is where Adams has the biggest impact. The closer to the basket, the more effective he is.
Harden outside. 2 points. That one goes. Harden's got 10 points.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
It's Morant with the drive.
And relentless in his attack, Morant is wearing down the defense, putting up some huge numbers here tonight. In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
Payne for 3. Here's Adams, and he uses the glass on the layup. Adams has got his 2nd basket of the game.
They have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
Embiid finds Harden. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Hey, Greg, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Harrell, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. George Niang comes in for Dwayne Dedmon. Tobias Harris is checked in for P.J. Tucker. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Maxey. Jones, the pass to Tillman. Shot clock at 5. Harden with the defensive effort.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
And Harden with the stuff.
Not many guys have a handle like James Harden. Exceptional at slicing up the defense.
And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Jones, the pass to Tillman. He doesn't hit that one. Great D that time from Harrell. 76ers have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11.
It's not complicated. There's a reason Harrell shoots a high percentage, because he finds ways to get dunks like this.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick, because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Now a timeout called by Memphis. Grizzlies making a switch here. Clark's checked in. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I caught Taylor Jenkins' message to his team. He wants them to maintain their balanced attack, but he told them they're doing a great job of finding space out on the perimeter, which has led to all those good shots. He likes the rhythm and the flow of this offense. He just told them, keep shooting it with confidence. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David. We've got DeAnthony Melton. He's out there with Shake Milton. Harris is out there with Harrell, and it's Niang in at the 4 spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. To the inside, Kennard. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And he's good on the 3 ball. Melton's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Yeah, that's good vision from Harris. I mean, he draws so much attention himself, so he's become a capable passer.
And slam dunk by Clark.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
And Philadelphia calls time here. Both teams deciding to change it up. The 76ers trail by 6. Outside, Maxey. Harden right side. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Stolen by Brooks. Morant dishes to Adams. Out to Morant. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. Into the lane. And then Morant slams it in.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Harden the pass to Embiid. Back to Harden. It's up a three. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 7 rebounds in the game. Morant outside. And they double up Morant. Payne for 3. Rebound by the 76ers. Now Harden. Maxey kicks to Harden. Now the dish to Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
Well, you got to remember now, Harden, as good a scorer as he is not just a scorer. He's a shrewd dime dropper, too.
Morant passes to Bane. From past the arc. Stolen by Harden. And here's the fast break. Maxey leading the way.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
This is to Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
How good is that? Harden commanding the ball in these moments. Loves stepping up at crucial times.
Bane against Harden. Out to Morant. The pass to Adams. 5 on the clock. The layup missed. The 76ers trail by 4. Harden right side. Edmond passes to Harden. And Harden with the stop.
You know, whenever James Harden steps onto the court, you're almost expecting him to go off. He's got a great reputation that's well earned in this league as an elite scorer.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. They're ahead by 2. 1:21 left in the fourth. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth.
No stranger to big moments. Morant wants to be the man to take and make the big shot.
Embiid with a screen on Morant. Here's Harden. Here's Embiid. And that one clearly. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review
the previous play,
the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow,
the ruling on the floor stands.
And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
Typically, Embiid makes the most of his free throw opportunities, which might make the defense really regret this foul.
He gets them to within 1 possession, but that miss puts a lot of pressure on their defense.
Outside Jackson takes a 3. And Embiid pulls it down.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
To tie it up. Maxey passes to Embiid. And Tucker has it in the corner. Harden outside. Just 5 on the clock. Yes!
Man, they're getting a fantastic effort from James Harden.
There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Bane. Good D by Embiid. Guys, this possession could decide their fate.
They have to be careful with the ball.
Dedmon. Count it!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
A huge shot from Morant. Wow, you see why they put the ball in his hands in those situations.
Here's Harden. Count it!
And you know the ball's going to Harden when the game's tight. Terrific at delivering and producing down the stretch.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
Harden the pass to Tucker. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one.
Here we go.
Joel Embiid out there with Dwayne Dedmon. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. Then it's P.J. Tucker. And it's Harden in at the point guard. Brooks kicks to Morant. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Morant's got the first basket here in overtime for the Grizzlies. Harden outside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Steven Adams picks one up.
You know, there's a reason Harden's at or near the leaders in free throws attempted every season. You know, he's really honed in on that ability to draw fouls. He's made it virtually an art form.
Morant with a wide open look. And again, it's Memphis with the three.
He's so clutch. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
Harden against Morant. Harden outside. Embiid sets the pick for Harden. That one good for two. Harden's got 26.
Man, it's fun watching Harden use the pick and roll to his advantage, getting space off the screen and letting it fly with ease.
And Adams kicks to Brooks. Morant outside. And Embiid with the block. It's stolen by Adams. Pass to Morant. And they double up Morant on the wing. Bain. Pass to Jackson from deep. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Inside. And Embiid throws it down.
You like Embiid's confidence and willingness to step up in the big moment.
Morant finds Bain. Memphis moving that ball around. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
You love how each side has risen.
The coach's challenge has been issued. First team like this, out of the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials,
The previous play is
instituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
Are moving. And how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Harden with it. Now defended by Adams. Harden the pass to Embiid, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's going to be on Desmond Bain.
The composure on Embiid's face. He knows there's no room for error.
And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead.
And he's got such a smooth stroke, and it never changes, even in this kind of a high-pressure situation.
In the corner, it's Bain. Back to Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Morant kicks to Brooks. Memphis needs to get off a shot here.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Now here's Embiid. Here's Harden. Driving to the basket. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
Well, Harden always has the ball in his hand, so he's accustomed to being in this position in clutch situations, and typically he delivers.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. They're behind by 3. 6 seconds left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific. Guys, what do you think?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
Morant kicks to Kennard. Stolen by Tucker. So it's Philadelphia taking the W in a close one here. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.
Hello, and here we go. It's Thursday night, and we've got two conference rivals squaring off tonight, Grant. I'm sure both teams have been eagerly looking forward to this one.
Well, we always enjoy these rivalry matchups. I mean, facing a rival you've been battling in the rankings is always rewarding. And as a player, you get fired up and are ready to do whatever it takes to get the win.
And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. Payne and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the 1. Now here's George. Lets it go. 6 on the shot clock. Leonard finds some space. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
George can make the tough passes. He can also make the easy ones, too. No way he was going to miss the wide-open man on that one.
Here's Adams. And it's slammed in by Adams.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
Hurts to see that kind of mistake. Coach is going to be on him about that one.
About a minute into this first quarter. Morant, the pass to Adams. Brooks outside. Pass to Jackson. There's the triple. The shot comes out. The Clippers go the other way with it.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
Gotta be careful when Jackson is lurking, more than just capable of sending it back.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. And the basket by Leonard. Memphis has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did. And a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
Now here's Brooks. The 3 is up. Here's Adams. Blocked! And he's able to get it back. Outside Payne. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jackson with a screen on George. Payne finds Jackson. They get the rebound. Back to Payne from the arc. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss.
Yeah, he usually makes you pay from that range.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to be on Dylan Brooks.
And just so hard to stop without fouling. I mean, George can beat you with length, with skill, and with intelligence.
And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title-contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Grant.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals. But without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
Just muscling it home from there. Jackson is no stranger to having to work over strong defense.
Leonard outside. And the shot's good. Leonard's got 10 points in the game.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Brooks. Pass to Morant. Up top, Jackson. Can't get it to drop. And Los Angeles the other way now. Morris with it, guarded by Morant. Oh, Brooks with the steal. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. And Morant gets it to go on the assist by Adams.
And when Morant takes off towards the basket, look, you're already done. You've already lost, because that's how he makes his living.
Now here's Leonard. He's got 10. That one falls. He's got 12.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Payne, pass to Adams. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
And whenever Adams is aggressive on offense, it helps big time, especially when he's dunking it hard inside.
Pass to George. Launches it. Oh, and another three for the Clippers.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Memphis trailing here. Outside Morant. Brooks outside. Back to Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Showing off that vert. Morant attacks the basket with just such intensity. There's not much any defense can do with it.
And that one's good, man.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Adams finds Morant. Lets the three fly. Rebound by the Clippers. All alone on the break. For three, George. Oh, and another three for the Clippers.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
We'll see if they can keep this pace. Not sure they can win it by relying on just the...
And so it's Kawhi Leonard making highlights for Los Angeles. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Clippers. On the court for Memphis, Brandon Clark out there with John Conchar. Then it's Luke Kennard, and it's Williams in at the two-guard spot. Clark in the post. Kicks it out to Kennard. Releases. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard.
With the defense absent, that was a great opportunity, but no go.
When it comes to the Grizzlies, a lot of this season is about erasing the memory of their playoff loss last year. It was a disappointing end to their season.
Here's Kennard. And he converts the layup. Kennard's got his first bucket in this one.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the three ball.
Pass to Leonard. He can't get that one to fall. Now Memphis takes it the other way. But with Memphis's 2021-2022 season, it still has to be considered a success, right?
Yeah, I think it was a successful season. But as a whole, this young team, they won their division. But the hopes were so much higher going into the postseason than just the second round.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Aldama grabs the board. The Grizzlies have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Back to Kennard. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, guys, the NBA markets itself behind star players, but Commissioner Adam Silver understands what makes the game tick. He said, quote, "This is a team sport. In order to truly win championships and compete at the highest level, all the players have to come together."
So true, Allie. Thank you. And RJ, you took a part in a lot of playoff basketball. Compare the intensity of the regular season versus the postseason.
It's so different preparing for a regular season game than a postseason game. You have more experience. You understand what the other team is going to do. So the prep is that much more higher, but you also have to execute at an entirely different level.
Good work there as it goes.
These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
Westbrook. Oh, yes.
Whoa.
Throw it down.
Oh. Yeah, this is how powerful Westbrook is at the rim. Looking like he wants to tear the basket down.
Oh, Clark with the slam.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. And as Westbrook gets older, he's indicated that he's not looking to change how he plays, Grant.
And that can be a double-edged sword, B.A. You love his aggression and confidence. but you wonder how his game will hold up as his athleticism goes.
Hey, Richard, how about Westbrook's basketball IQ?
By far one of the smartest players in the game. How else would he have broken the triple-double record? He sees everything. His sense of the floor is elite.
Once Westbrook has the steal, it's over. He rockets up court before the defense can catch him.
Pass to Conchar. And stolen by Covington. And the jam by Covington.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
So Memphis ends up going with a new group. For Memphis, they've gotten 5 of their first 6 attempts to fall in the second. Morant into the lane. And then Morant with the dunk.
This is what you pay to see. Morant doing what he does, exploding right to the rim off the drive. Wow.
Here's Westbrook. And Westbrook slams it home.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
And Morant with the basket on the assist from Bane. Morant's got 8 points.
Working through the lane, Morant, he's got such a great change of speed to keep the defense off.
Pass to Covington. Here's Westbrook, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Ja Morant picks one up.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
And the Clippers will go for a different look here. Zubats, he's checked in for Plumlee. Morris comes in for Batum. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Covington. And it's George in for Gordon. Leonard way outside. And again, it's the Clippers missing. For Memphis, they've gone 7 for 8 now in the second quarter. Bane, the pass to Adams. And they pick up 2. Adams has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Yeah, this is where Adams looks to score, especially when he has a matchup he likes.
Kicks it to George. Back to Westbrook. George outside. Basket's good. George has got 5 points now this quarter.
An elite player in this league, it's Paul George stepping up, scoring in bunches tonight.
Morant, the pass to Brooks. Back to Morant. 23 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Shot clock at 6. Adams a screen. Here's Brooks. And there are the Grizzlies with another bucket. Up top, Westbrook. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And that one falls for Westbrook.
When I think of Westbrook, I think of one of the most intense players ever to play the game. A true competitor doing whatever it takes to will his team to a win.
Allie, as always, thank you. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Paul George has been sensational.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Westbrook in at the point. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue. The offensive rebound. Brooks against Westbrook. Brooks, right side. Memphis needs to get off a shot. George with a steal.
First personal foul. First team foul.
I mean, during his first playoffs, Dillon Brooks proved he was a big game player, pouring in 31 in his playoff debut, an upset win over Utah.
Morant against Westbrook. George for three. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist. George has got 16 points now.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Yeah, the claw strikes again. Leonard snatches the ball and quickly ignites the break.
You know, talking about Dylan Brooks, also great in those first-ever play-in games, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, the Grizzlies making the playoffs, winning 2 games. Brooks was outstanding in a win at Golden State, locking down the Warriors on the perimeter.
The free throw drops for Morant.
Every night, John Morant has a hard job to do. He draws the opponent's toughest defender in each game they play. That's how talented of a scorer he is.
Los Angeles has gone 7 of 9 from three-point range so far. For three, George. Oh, and another three for the Clippers.
A fantastic three-point shooter. All George needs is a little airspace, and he's golden.
Jackson with a screen on Leonard. Morant. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Well, you talk about the D Morant has to face. Yet he finds a way to get the best of most of those matchups, Richard.
He's got a very advanced offensive skill set. He can score off the bounce. He can spot up. Depending on who's guarding him, Ja can adapt and find any weakness.
George for three. And yes, it's good. He's 7 for 8 now.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
Oh, yeah, I can't agree more. They haven't missed.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. Rebound by the Clippers. George with it, guarded by Morant. George, no good. And the Grizzlies shooting efficiently, 50% so far. To the paint. Here's Morris. Out to Leonard. From outside the arc. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Adams has got 6 rebounds now in the game. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, guys. The NBA last season celebrated its 75th anniversary and announced the 75 greatest players in NBA history, gathering the living greats during the All-Star break. A lot of history, but Commissioner Silver said we're a pretty young league when you think about it. Brian, I guess it's all relative.
Yeah, indeed. Thanks for that, Allie. Zubac's shot is off.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
And it's Morant off the drive. Down low. Adams finds Brooks. And here's Jackson. Brooks, the pass to Jackson. Offensive board. Outside Morant. Back to Bane. Tries again. Yep, count it. Bane's got his first 2 points of the night.
And you see the unselfishness from Morant, wanting to share that ball with any open teammate.
Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis.
Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
He's been a piece of the puzzle tonight, but it's a team effort. Everyone's contributing to this lead.
To the middle. Here's Brooks. Pass to Adams. Takes a 13-footer. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. You know, I think about all the optimism surrounding the Grizzlies. The rest of the NBA has been put on notice.
Yeah, B.A., and they should be. This team should be a contender for years to come. If the front office makes the right moves, which they have in the last few years, they could be hanging up some banners very soon.
Knocks it down from distance.
This is why you always have to chase guys off the arc, because everyone has a three-point shot now.
And the basket by Bane.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
George passes to Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
The hands of Kawhi are huge, and they help him palm the ball, slam it with ease.
Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
He's showing us the handles a little bit right there, all the way to the rack.
And with the statement finish, too. Don't know how you stop that, man. Hits the three-pointer.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Kicks it out to Jackson. Takes the three. Paul George pulls down the board. Los Angeles has gone 4 of 9 from beyond the arc since the break. Back to Leonard. Three-pointer. Oh, and another three for the Clippers.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
From deep, Morant. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. A huge... And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. RJ, you played with some of the greats. LeBron, Duncan, Dirk, Jason Kidd, just to name a few. But if the game were on the line, who would you want taking the last shot? Put me on the spot here.
I'm going to be really honest. I have been in great situations with all of those guys, and they have all delivered. So this isn't, but I'm going to go with the person that's delivered the biggest shot of my career, and that was Kyrie Irving. He hit the clutchest shot in NBA history. Argue with me if you want. You're going to lose it.
No argument here. On the court for the Grizzlies, we've got Brandon Clark. He's out there with John Conchar. And it's Aldama in at center, filling out the middle.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Clippers. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
They're enjoying a sizable lead.
And what I like, BA, they haven't stopped pressing the issue.
1 minute in now in the fourth quarter. 4-3, and that one's good, man.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
Inside, and stolen by Covington. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. And here's Gordon from the arc. And he can't get that one. Now Memphis takes it the other way.
Foul Clippers. Terrence Mann. First personal foul. First team foul.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Here's Conchar.
The defensive versatility Covington provides is huge. He's able to guard multiple positions with his length and speed.
Back to Gordon. Here's Batum. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Elevates and detonates the one-hand stuff.
Picture perfect. Clark, no good.
Had enough room to finish, and that's what he'll usually make.
Pass to man. From deep. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
If you give a shooter of his skill an opening like this, he's going to take it every time.
Here's Clark. Drives to the hoop. Oh, Clark with the slam.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
And that one's good. Covington.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you've got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
It's very difficult to slow him down defensively, especially when you have communication problems. Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers. That one misses. And the Clippers will go for a different look here. Zubats, he's checked in for Plumlee. Morris comes in for Batum. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Covington. And it's Paul George in for Gordon. So Memphis going with an almost entire new group here. Steven Adams checked in for Aldama. Jaren Jackson comes in for Clark. Dylan Brooks checked in for Conchar. And it's Desmond Bane in for Williams. Morris for three. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got 4 assists now tonight. Outside Bane. Brooks finds Bane. Pass to Kennard. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Jackson. Now here's Adams over Leonard. No good. A bit long that time.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Clippers.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Paul George.
Steals are almost a forgotten stat. We don't talk about them a ton, but he's been huge in that category.
To the paint. Kicks it to George. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Pass to Bain. Launches a three. That one no good. And Los Angeles the other way now. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the dunk by Leonard.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Back to Bain. Kennard on the wing. Brooks left side to end the run. So it's the Clippers winning this one easily. Boy, all right, Allie, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
And in the past few years, we've seen more of an emphasis on depth from teams around the league, Steve.
Yeah, the reason why is, Kevin, the speed of the game is the reason. Health has been a big reason. And obviously, the deeper you are, the better you are and have a better chance of winning the championship.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. PJ Tucker is out there with Dwayne Dedmon. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. Then it's Joel Embiid, and it's Harden in at the 1. And the jam by Harden.
And for a big man, Embiid sees the floor as well as any big. Recognizes when one of his guys has an opening for a shot.
Now here is George. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And getting the offense started with a high-quality look down low.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge. Look at that.
Nice. And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
And here's Harden. Kawhi Leonard getting his 3 to go. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. And contact out. The shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And great, the Philadelphia 76ers have made it very clear that they are all in on a title run.
And their front office has been very focused on trying to get top-tier talent on this roster. After the trust the process era, they're now aggressively pursuing titles here in Philly.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Man can't hit. The 76ers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Leonard on the wing, fires from deep. That one's a miss. His 3rd shot of the game. He's made 1 of them. On the wing, Harden. And another turnover here by Philadelphia. Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. Here's Man, and that one is hammered home.
Dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
Now, here is Harden. He's got 6. To the left side wing. Tucker sinks the 3-pointer.
Defense has to be careful with Tucker from range. He's got reliable accuracy.
And Leonard has it in the corner. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The 76ers lead.
Walking foul called on Marcus Morris Sr. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Dedmon with it, guarded now by Morris. Dedmon's shot is off. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. In the corner, it's Morris. The 3-pointer, no good.
2 minutes remaining.
Up top, Embiid. Zubac's defending. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on Kawhi Leonard. Well, Greg, what can you say about Joel Embiid's growth from a leadership perspective? Pretty impressive, isn't it?
Tremendous, Kevin. Carrying the Sixers with everything they went through, even though he came in second in MVP voting 2 years in a row. No player more important to his team than Joel Embiid. never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
Embiid wide open. Another three for Philadelphia.
And this coaching staff loves to see that kind of aggression from Embiid. No hesitation on the jump shot. That's the mentality they want out of a big man.
And now the fast break. Embiid with the ball. Over to the wing. Embiid with the screen on Leonard. Tucker the pass to Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Wow, the vision of P.J. Tucker made that play possible.
To the middle, here's Mann, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Mann's got 6 points.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Harden against Leonard. And Harden with the stuff.
Taking it all the way. Harden with the flush there.
Clippers trail by 8. Mann passes to Zubac. To the wing on the left. And the rejection by Embiid. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid. Screen by Zubac. Mann can't hit.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
Maxey, no good.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here. And the 76ers with a completely new group now. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. It's a 10-point game. Leonard attacking. George with no one around. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. He has 5.
A reliable jump shooter. Paul George's accuracy only goes up when he catches in rhythm.
Here's Melton, stolen by George. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
For me, it's all about playing downhill. They've been making it look easy to find penetration in this one. Attacking the lanes and forcing the issue with the D.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, they've got Embiid. Dwayne Dedmon is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Maxey, and it's Harden in at the 1 spot. Now here's Westbrook, and the Clippers call time here. Greg, Father Time is undefeated, and every player has to make the decision when it's time to retire. How big a factor was age for you?
Well, you don't want to leave anything on the table, but your body will tell you when it's time. I know that was the case for me.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Shot clock at 2. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
The 76ers leading by 9. Melton feeling it out a bit. Here's Milton. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences.
The shake. And the rejection by Harrell. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Covington finds Gordon. Kicks it out to Covington. The Clippers keep it alive. And the Clippers call time here.
and just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
You know, this is a good time to maybe switch up your strategy a little bit. You can't keep doing what you're doing and expect a different result.
Plumlee dishes to Covington. No good with the triple. The 76ers leading by 12. For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there, and I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
2 on the clock. Melton. No good. Shot missing. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Here's Batum. Plumlee against Harrell. Kicks it out to Gordon. Fires the 3. Here's Westbrook. Outside Batum. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Batum's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Out to the wing. Niang passes to Milton. Pass to Melton. The 76ers need to get off a shot.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Kicks it out to Gordon. Fires for 3. The shot comes out, so Philadelphia will take it the other way. Passes it to Harris. On the wing, Melton. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. To the paint. Here's Niang, defended by Gordon. Niang, no good.
Decent look from mid-range, but there may have been a better option for them in that set.
And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
This is who you want leading that play, a sure passer with great awareness.
Milton finds Harrell. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And this is Harrell's game, a skilled interior player who plays with tenacity.
Batum wide open, he fires. Buries it from 3-point range. Batum's got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for the Clippers.
You know what makes Nicholas Batum indispensable? When they need him in the paint, he's there. When they need him on the perimeter, he's there.
Plays it up off the glass. Batum's got 8 points.
Showing the versatility. Nicholas Batum attacking in the lane and challenging that defense.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here. And the Clippers with a whole new lineup now. 58 seconds left in the second quarter. Leonard against Harden. Embiid trying to break loose. And the jam by Harden.
Crafty off the dribble. And the moment Harden gets an angle on you with his strength, it's over.
A 3 from Leonard, and the wide open shot from Morris. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard. Leonard's got 3 assists in the game. Harden against Zubac. And the jam by Harden.
An elite scorer who takes pride in torching defenses. Harden is outstanding at getting to his spots and capitalizing.
And then Leonard with the dunk.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Now here's Embiid. 10 points for him. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. On the wing, Morris. George. Out to Morris. There's the 3. And some good action through the first 2 quarters. All right, thank you, David. And folks.
The Clippers, 29. The 76ers, 34.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the point. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
For decades, the Clippers were almost directionless. But they found their place in the NBA, becoming a franchise that competes in the West.
Mann's checked in for Russell Westbrook. Inside, Mann passes to Zubac. Here's Mann. He's covered by Maxey. Count it, and the 76ers lead has been cut down to 5 on the bucket from Mann. Philadelphia has gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. And the West, we know, is very difficult. But, Steve, for the Clippers, how much of their success is tied to their identity?
Kevin, a lot of it. They've become a hard-nosed team, hanging their hat on defense, playing together, making opponents earn everything they get.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why: lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
Outside, George. Here's Mann. He's covered by Maxey.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Maxey passes to Embiid. And there's the foul. It'll go on Terrence Mann. That's foul number 2 for him. Now here's Harden. He's guarded closely. Tipped away. Called George with the steal.
And how about the stingy defense there to deny that pass?
The Clippers shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And some added toughness on the roster. Something Philly knew they needed after last year's playoffs. The hope is adding scrappy veterans like P.J. Tucker and DeAnthony Melton will help them further this go-round.
Clippers trailed by 3. Here's George. Two minutes gone in this third quarter now. And George with the stuff.
So smart with the ball in his hands. George reads the floor well and takes advantage of what's there.
Timeout called, the 76ers. And it's Harden with the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Driving inside. Morris with the rebound.
Huge challenge at the rim. The defender could not have played that any better.
Leonard with no one around. The shot's good on the assist by George. Leonard's got the lead up to 1 now for Los Angeles. Here's Harden to the left wing. Maxey kicks it to Tucker. And Morris comes over to help. And the pass to Tucker. Takes the 3. The three-pointer is right on target. Tucker's got 8.
Offensively, Tucker's role is a spot-up jump shooter.
Here's Mann. He's covered by Maxey. And there's the foul. It'll go on P.J. Tucker. That's his first foul. George looking around. And Leonard has it in the corner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. George double teamed. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. George has got the game tied up here for the Clippers.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Embiid finds Tucker. Another shot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the
The 76ers shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA teams to split a venue
but that's going to change soon.
The Clippers have gotten every shot to drop since halftime. They're 5 for 5 from the floor. George dishes to Leonard. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got his 3rd assist on the night. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
Letting it all hang out when George takes flight. Just enjoy the show.
Harden kicks it to Tucker. Harden trying to get open, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Tucker's got 10 points.
I like that approach, playing inside out, forcing the defense to scramble.
The 3 from George. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Capable of flat out torching you. Once PG-13 gets into a groove, watch out.
Harden the pass to Dedmon. Now here's Tucker. 29 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Feeds to Harden. Kicks it to Tucker. Back to Harden. And Zubac with the block. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
20 seconds left in the 3rd. Here's man. He's covered by Maxey. Leonard with the ball. 10 points for him. Pass to man. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And the defense knows he's relentless. You have to try and match that intensity.
Timeout called the 76ers. Here's Harden. Here he goes. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the... And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Clippers leading by 6. So with Harden on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. They've got Shake Milton. He's out there with Anthony Melton. Harrell is out there with Harris. And it's Niang in at the power forward. Now here's Harrell. Melton kicks to Niang. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Substitution on the floor.
And Los Angeles guys, shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%.
And really, whatever your take on Russell Westbrook is now, you can't deny his place in NBA history. Voted as one of the NBA's top 75 players of all time.
Greg, it is impossible to argue against Westbrook belonging to that top 75 players list, isn't it?
It really is, Kevin. I mean, his career numbers and accomplishments speak for themselves. A very unique player, easily one of the best during his prime.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Doc Rivers talking with his team. He told his guys, tempo, more tempo. We've got to be quicker into transition. Push the ball. Let's get some opportunities before their defense can set up. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, David. And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. And the jam by Harden.
And Harden proving why he's an elite ball handler, absolutely cutting the D to pieces with his move.
Here's Mann. Connects from three-point range. Mann's got 11 in the second half.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
That's tipped. George with the ball. And it's Harden picking him up. George double-teamed. And Leonard has it in the corner. Pass to Mann. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And it's a 12-point Clipper lead. And a breakdown here, guys, the hustle stats for the Clippers.
Their defense, it's their defense. It has been downright incredible so far, being disruptive and coming up with steals left and right.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break. Wow, he got whacked on that, which shouldn't be much debate there.
First one falls for him. So he gets them both. Here's Harden. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. He kicks it to Dedmon. Looking to end the run, and it's good on the way in.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
Here's Mann. Passes it to Zubac, and Leonard has it in the corner. And again, it's the Clippers missing. The 76ers trail by 12. Here's Embiid. It falls for the sixth time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Offensively, we see Embiid all over the floor, but inside is where he can really utilize that size.
And then Leonard with the dunk.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Harden kicks to Maxey. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
And for Harden, finishing through contact is just part of the job description. He gets bodied up almost every time he takes it inside.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The first one falls.
And they haven't let points get away from them at the line tonight. That's always something that'll allow a coaching staff to breathe a little easier. And Kawhi Leonard, with multiple finals MVPs, putting him in elite company.
GA, not many guys have done it ever. The only other current players, KD and LeBron. That should tell you just how special the claw is.
They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
And there's the pass to Mann. Back to Leonard. A 3-ball. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Harden outside. Kicks it to Embiid. Out left to the wing. Here's Maxey. And slam dunk by Maxey.
And you have to be unselfish if you're going to lead your team to great things. And I think Embiid gets that.
Now, here's George. With the drive. Takes it out to Leonard. Stolen by Tucker. And there's the foul. It'll go on Terrence Mann. That's his third foul of the game. Harden with it. Working on Zubac.
One of the best closers in our game. James Harden coming up big.
They set the pick. Takes it out to Leonard. Fires from deep. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
No good that time, so Philadelphia will take it the other way. Harden finds Embiid. He takes it in. It falls! And now they trail by just 4.
And in the big moment, Embiid is your guy. He's always ready to go on the attack.
George. And George with the stuff.
No moment is ever too big for Paul George. He remains confident in the clutch.
Harden can't hit. And Morris has got the ball here for Los Angeles. And there's the foul. It'll go on P.J. Tucker. That'll be his second foul of the game.
4th team foul.
19 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Pass to Mann. Puts up a 3. The rebound by Harden. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Maxey. Kicks it out to Harden. Misses in close. So the Clippers with the win. They didn't make it easy. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David.